Hello. Sorry about that. My internet decided to die last minute. And it's already beginning. So, I'm going to turn off the music. Cutting it really, really close. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to set up Streamlabs too, and it wasn't really working, so...
Hello, summoners. Today I'm in Niffle, the Kingdom of Ice. It's so chilly here.
Okay, sorry about that.
Everything is covered in a blanket of snow. Though with all my fluffy feathers, the cold doesn't bother me so much. Oh, the fire is so nice and toasty.
So many cool changes, please.
Oh, right! I forgot to introduce myself. I'm the Order of Heroes Messenger Owl, Faye. I see plenty of interesting info day in and day out, and I like to gather it for all you summoners. Today I've got plenty to share. Are you ready for the latest information on the Fire Emblem Heroes game? It's time for Faye Channel. Let's get started! So, let's take a look at the topics I've got for you today. You can see a hero's face inside each of these 4 summoning stones.
Hi guys, welcome.
It's always so hard to decide where to start. Oh well, here we go!
Of course, we knew this was coming.
Let's welcome Fire Emblem Thracia 776's Leaf, Nana, and Finn! I bet a lot of you summoners have been waiting for this moment.
Nana?
Leaf will be wielding his own special weapon, the Light Brand. The Light Brand has an unusual effect. It'll deal +7 damage if the enemy's defense stat exceeds their own resistance stat by at least 5. That'll make it easier for Leaf to battle enemies with extremely high defense. Sounds good!
It looks pretty cool.
Nana has a brand new, very useful recovery skill called Restore Plus.
What should I do?
I hear it neutralizes negative status effects.
Please, let
She looks good too, actually.
It seems there are other heroes
I like how it keeps getting better and better as it goes along.
In battle, a mage knight should be equipped with more than just magic, my friend.
Whoa! Reinhardt and Olin are back!
What?
And with brand new weapons!
How? How could you power creep the original?
Those two look as gallant as ever! I wonder what kind of skills they have this time! Leaf, Nana, Reinhardt, and Olin will be part of the World of Thracia summoning event!
Wow, okay.
Beginning on April 11th at midnight Pacific time. If you want more
It's a little
info
unfortunate
on
that
them,
there's only
there
going to
will
be
be
a
an
couple of Thracia characters,
introductory
and it's
video
still,
released after
instead
this
of 2 new ones, we
Faye
got
channel
just Reinhardt and
broadcast.
Owen remakes.
I'm told that you can recruit Finn as an ally during the next Tempest Trials event! How exciting!
Oh, look at that, look at
Looks
Owen
like
has
they
a green
can't
book.
wait to get
Reinhardt has a
going.
sword.
Hold
What?
your horses! Okay,
How is that going to
let's go!
I can't see that Reinhardt being very good unless they super power creep him. There's so many good red sword
It's
cavaliers.
time for info on the next version update!
Okay, here we go.
I've managed to scrape
stones,
together
please?
a big pile of info. Let's take each topic one by one. We'll start with new weapons! There are 2 new weapon skills being added with the next version update. For Lilina, there's the Tome 4 Blaze, while Carol and Fear will be able to use the Nameless Blade. Lilina's 4 Blaze takes care of the foe on the enemy team who has the highest resistance by
Okay, so chill
lowering
res
their
built
res.
into her weapon, 4
The
Blaze.
Nameless Blade lets Fear and Carol speed up how quickly they can use their special skills.
It's an upgraded Wodow.
6 weapon
with, what, just
skills
16
are
might?
being added to the weapon refinery too. You'll be able to upgrade Roy's binding blade so that it becomes effective against dragons.
Okay, so it
You
does
can
get the effective.
customize
Oh, and
the
look at that, a
skill
quicker
how you
post in there.
like.
Quicker post and dragon
now,
effectiveness. Finally.
Lloyd's Regal Blade will make him a lot stronger if he's near an infantry ally who can
Attack and speed
also
+3.
use magic. And onward we go!
These two I'm not too
Sigmund can
concerned
be
about.
upgraded
They're
to
already pretty
Flame
good.
Sigmund, and Hector's
I don't
Armads
think
can be
Flame Sigmund
upgraded
is
to
really going to help
Berserk
Ephraim very
Armads.
much.
so
Berserk
many
Arm Edge is
weapons
good,
and
right?
abilities. The battlefield's going to look a lot different after this. Okay,
Oh, upgraded slaying edge.
take a deep breath.
Yep.
There's more! Those 2 new weapon skills I just mentioned, Four Blaze and Nameless Blade, will also be added to the weapon refinery. Okay,
Of course.
phew, moving
Okay, changes?
on
Are we getting changes to Tempest Trials?
Trials! Tempest Trials is undergoing 6 big changes to make it easier to play.
Boost
Take
to
a
all
look.
allies during the first 2
Let's
battles.
talk
Ooh,
about
okay.
them.
That makes grinding better, at least
After
daily.
the improvements go into effect, all allies on your team will get
That went by
boosted
really fast. I
stats
didn't
for the
read all of
first 2 battles of the day. You've probably noticed that so far, bonus allies were split into 2
Yeah, we
groups.
could use some changes. It's been
20%
kinda
and
samey for the
40%.
past while.
From now on, any bonus ally will give you a 40% boost instead. There will be less stamina needed to jump into a map from now on too. This should make it easier to play.
Cool.
There are other changes as well. The event will
Now
last
they're
10
gonna be
days
shorter.
instead of 14.
Okay.
Also, the cumulative score required to earn rewards will drop, matching the Tempest Trial mini-events you've seen in the past.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, good. Everybody
We're
loved Tempest
commemorating
Trials
all
Mini.
these changes by changing the event name as well. It'll be called Tempest Trials Plus.
Nice
The
change.
first Tempest Trials Plus is planned for April 21st.
Okay.
So this is when Finn can
Later
become
this
your
month.
ally. It'll be easier to rack up points and earn rewards now too. Keep your eyes peeled for the next event.
The only thing I'm concerned
Wait,
about with that is the
that sounds
points. There's probably going to be
gross.
less rewards
What
now,
does that even mean?
unless it still goes up to 99,000.
The April edition of the Special Orb
Ooh,
promo
hello.
will start on April 12th and run until April 25th. For a limited time, you can pick up some orbs at a special price and get a
Okay,
bonus
it's just
too.
gonna be like the Black Knight pack.
Purchases are limited to 1 per person. You'll see deals like this in future months too, with different bonuses. The next change we'll talk
Yes,
about
please.
involves summoning.
Oh my God, thank
Take
you.
a look at this
Finally.
list. The
Thank
rarity
God.
of a bunch of heroes will
Okay,
be
Martha's
changing.
now 3 and 4. Athena 3 and 4. Roy,
These
Athena 3
46
and 4.
heroes have so
Agma,
far
Cella,
appeared
Parapet,
at
Corrin.
4 and
Okay,
5
that's good.
stars. From now on, they will appear
That's
at
not
3
that big of a deal,
and
though.
4
Okay.
stars
They're just taking out of the
instead.
5-star pool.
Heads up, summoners! These changes will go into effect before the version update. Beginning with the summoning event for Tiki
Actually,
and
that's pretty
Noe's
good, 'cause you could
Bound
get
Hero Battle, which
stuff
begins
like FE
tonight
as a 3-star.
at
Okay.
midnight Pacific time.
All right, finally.
It'll be even
Cool
easier
reshuffle.
to get
Thank
these
God.
heroes as allies. It'd be nice
Even
to welcome
Agro,
them
wow.
to a nice, clean castle. Alphonse looks like he'd know all about sweeping up the castle. I should ask him.
Okay, so hopefully that will help with the really
Check
bad
out these additional
pity
updates.
breakers and rates
It
for
looks
things.
like there are a lot of
New home
changes
screen
in
banners,
store.
please. If that's
I'm
backgrounds,
getting
I really hope
pretty
that's what that is.
excited.
Improvements of friend list, thank God.
Woohoo! The heroes we talked
Okay,
about
seems like
are
we're gonna get a
here
lot.
now.
I'm kind of thrilled about
Looks
that.
like they're prepping their weapons and getting ready for battle.
Klein with the quick
There's
post.
no
Oh yeah.
need to be so hasty. Okay, let's change topics.
What's up with Berkut here?
Fee! Starting
Camus.
April 11th,
There we go.
additional Grand Hero battles will appear in
That's what
special
Berkut is
maps.
for. They just didn't want to spoil
The
Camus.
7 Grand Heroes you see here will be added
All right,
to
so
the daily
finally a
rotation.
Camus rerun.
Don't worry, the current set of daily rotating Grand Hero battles won't be going away. Now you'll be able to take on 2 Grand Hero battles every day.
Why no?
Who's that? Oh, hi, Camus. It's been a while.
Wow, did they actually just put
Oh,
it?
it
Really?
seems that this time around, Camus' Grand Hero battle
Are
will
they
have
confirming
an
that
infernal
what French
difficulty option
pronunciation?
too.
Camus?
Hey, Camus, do you ever get deja vu? No? Oh well.
Good God.
Anyway. Grand Hero Battle.
Sias.
Bishop of Flame begins April 17th. Sias is from Fire Emblem Thracia 776. He's
Actually,
one
that
of
makes
the
sense 'cause they're
greatest
gonna do
tacticians
Thracia banner.
history has ever
Should have known
seen.
that was coming.
What's he going to do? With a strategic
pretty nice,
mind like that, there's no way you'll be able to anticipate his tactics.
I like the map as well.
He may be a fearsome foe, but you summoners can take him on. I believe in you.
Someone put proper pronunciation. That's so
Get
weird, though.
this.
Can't
For
believe-
Grand Hero battles, the stamina cost is going to 0!
Oh.
This applies to all Grand Hero battles.
Look at
those
that.
run for a limited time and the daily rotating battles. Now you can work on your strategies without using any stamina at all. Future bound hero battles and legendary hero battles won't require stamina either. That starts tonight with the next bound hero battle, Tiki and Noe. I'm telling you, 0 people.
Awesome. It is super generous, huh?
Are you
From now on, I'm
excited
calling
about
him
the
Zeke,
upcoming
'cause I'm not
Grand
going to say
Hero
Camu.
battles?
That's fair.
Wow! Look at them running around. It sure is a lively day around here.
Are we already 3/4 through this?
But now,
For 10 minutes?
we're on to the last topic. Huh? What's all the commotion?
New game mode?
Fee! What's going on? Fee! Oh, it's a new event.
Grand Conquest.
Grand Conquests! Summoners will join one of 3 armies and battle to control territory across the
That
continent.
sounds fun.
Let's find out more. I see. This is a map of Asker, where Alphonse and the others live. And it looks like war is on its way. Let's take a closer look. The continent is divided into 30 areas. Each area has been given its own color: red, blue, or green. This color
We wanted new
signifies
modes,
which
we got new
army has
modes.
control of
At
the
least they listen.
area.
I like that a lot.
Alphonse, Sharena, and Anna each lead an army. Each summoner will be automatically assigned to one of these armies. The
Automatically?
goal is to conquer as many areas as
Okay,
possible.
I guess no more picking. No voting gauntlet shenanigans.
Seems like this time we're in Sharena's army. Next, we'll cover how you conquer an area. You can attack areas when they're controlled by an opposing army. Attack their areas and conquer them for your team. Keep in mind that you can only attack areas that neighbor an area you have control over. Okay, let's attack this one. Take that! Oops! Looks like Grand Conquest has its own stamina, which you use to enter an opponent's area. You gain 1 stamina per hour and can have up to 8 at a time. Time for battle! Charge! Wait a second. This looks awfully familiar.
Okay, it looks like the Brigade's map.
Oh, right! It's just like the Rival Domains maps! You can find those in special maps every week. So
How do
that's
you guys feel about
how it
those, by the
is.
way? I'm not too
Battles in
stoked about
Grand
the
Conquest
Rival
play
Domains
out
maps.
just like they do in
I don't
Rival
really love it. I don't
Domains.
find myself like wanting to play
On
that.
that note, let's have a refresher on Rival Domains. In Rival Domains, you try to earn as high a score as you can battling on maps that are bigger than usual and using more heroes than you normally do. You earn points by defeating enemies, taking over enemy territory, and attacking the enemy's fort. Battling on these maps offers a totally different kind of strategy than you're used to. You have just 10 turns to earn as many points as you can. Here's our score this time around. In Grand
I like the
Conquest, the
territories thing
score
for
we
sure,
earn is added to the total score for the area we battled in. Haha! We're taking control of this area! Oh, huh? I guess it's not that easy after all. You don't just have attacking to worry about, but defending your territory too. This time, we attacked an area controlled by Alphonse's army. But his troops gave it their all, and they successfully defended the area. That means
Hopefully good rewards, please.
army is going to have to keep on attacking and racking up points. Scores are tallied every 2 hours, and the army with the highest score gains control of the area. But it's not quite that simple. You can also earn a score bonus in an area based on the number of allies who are fighting in it. Try to fight in as many areas as possible, so your army can gain an advantage. Work together and conquer more territory than the other armies.
Yeah, hopefully with the expanded friends list, this will be a lot better too.
What's this GC tier I see? Oh! The more points you earn
new weekly
in
stuff
Grand
aside from Arena
Conquest,
to be
the
ranking up
higher
and
tier you
concerned
get.
about, I guess.
You'll
Grand
earn
Conquest tier.
rewards
Okay, there's
as
some
you
rewards.
ascend through the tiers.
Those don't
So
look
you should consider
amazing,
fighting
but
hard to earn more points. Once you reach a high enough tier, bonus points will be added to neighboring areas after you battle. High tier summoners are just so cool. Grand Conquest will launch its first event on April 13th at midnight Pacific time. It lasts for 6 days. Be sure to check the in-game notifications around that time for more details. Oh, and I better not forget this. The development team plans to make some improvements based on your feedback on the event. There's one last treat for you all. To celebrate the first Grand Conquest event, everyone will receive 20 orbs.
not that much,
but okay.
but okay.
Make sure to log in
That's
during
nice.
this time frame to receive your orbs. Difficult battles lie ahead of you, so make
Probably
sure
just
to
gonna put that in
prepare
the Here's the Fair banner,
wisely.
which I think is until the end of April.
And that's all the info I have for today.
Okay.
The heroes
Wow.
are super excited.
Yeah, 20
They're
20 at
so
this point is not very
noisy.
much. It's like,
I don't
here's a
even
free
know
badge,
if
there
I'll
you
get
go.
any sleep.
Have fun.
Well, I'll just have to do my best.
Olin with the green book though. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'm sorry that the chat wasn't there for the whole stream. I was trying to set it up in Streamlabs, but I didn't finish it in time, unfortunately. Was still getting it set up. So next time around, it should be a lot more impressive, because it's not right now, and I understand that. But let me. I'll just throw that in here, and we'll probably just talk for a couple more minutes. Yeah, how'd you guys feel about that? Let's see. Add this in. That went better than expected, I have to say. There we go. Hey, okay. Alright, we're here now. Yeah, Camus. I've heard that pronunciation before. I haven't actually looked into that one yet. Perhaps that could be a video topic for someday, but really, Camus? Camus? I'd much prefer Camus. Why is it that the actually cool pronunciations are always like something dumber than you thought? It's not the cool ones. Yeah, I know that it's French, but it's weird. I don't suppose you could show the first stone again? Maybe we should, yeah. It's a live stream, so this will be posted to their channel, but I don't think I could actually go back at this point. Let me see if they drop anything right now within the next... That's a week ago. Alright, well, I'll keep this page here, and we'll refresh it in a little bit and see if anything else happens, but yeah. That went really, really fast. There's a lot of information that they didn't even mention, but it looks like friends lists are going up to about 100 slots, which is much appreciated because right now it's absolutely obnoxious. It's like 20 or 25 or something. It's really bad. Like, I've actually gotten to the point where several times I've gone through my friends list and said, hey, this person hasn't played in 4 weeks, delete. And I'm not usually that kind of a person. Like, if the person had cool units, if I added them as a friend, whoever it is, like, I'll just keep them. Like, it doesn't matter. But there was a hard limit of 25, which made no sense. So, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that we get another Grand Hero Battle Revival, though. You guys are asking when does it start? If they announce the date, then I missed it, unfortunately. Anyone is waiting for the Fire Emblem Direct? Hopefully, we'll get something. It'd be really, really cool if they focused on it for E3. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. In a perfect world, maybe we would see Nintendo's E3 display being the huge Fire Emblem display, kind of like they did the Breath of the Wild one. I think it was about 2 years now at this point. But I had some cool conversations with people that were coming up with some awesome ideas, like basically putting like the grid system on the floor. So as you moved around like the huge Fire Emblem exhibit, it was as if you were moving from tile to tile. That's pretty sick. They could do a lot of cool stuff. I don't know that we'll ever see that unless Fire Emblem gets amazingly huge, even bigger than it is now. But considering Heroes is as big as it is and, you know, is as popular as it is at this moment, who knows? The future's pretty bright for Fire Emblem right now. I saw a question directed at me. Let me see. Which Thracia unit are you looking forward to, Stevie? Good question. A lot of people want Finn to have like a better version of the Brave Lance with maybe less of a penalty or more might or something like that. Just a way of making it more special. I think that would be cool. But then again, you know, another Lance Cav, I don't really know. Leaf, once again, is another red sword. And he does have that interesting new effect with his weapon, but I don't also know if it's going to be disencounter or not. Maybe it won't be, even though it's light brand. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? To be honest, I wasn't too thrilled about Nana, but I actually really liked her sprite. So if I pulled her, I wouldn't be too upset about that. Maybe she'll likely be demoted though, so I could probably wait till after that banner. Most of my orbs right now are going to continue to go into the Easter banner because I would like more copies of that. I managed to pull a second Kagero off camera that wasn't a part of the summoning session, but unfortunately the IV of that one was even worse. It was like minus speed, so I'm still with the original IV. Legendary Hero banner recently, I did pull a Grima female Robin, which I was pretty happy about. Once again, bad IV though. It's like minus speed or something like that, and I think her speed is quite good, so that was unfortunate. I pulled another Noe, another Halloween Noe, which I was super stoked about because my original one is actually minus attack plus res, which is quite bad. It's not what you want. So I pulled another to try to fix that IV. That's what I was going for with that banner. And turns out, guess what the IV of the second one is? Minus speed plus res. So I just kept the original one once again. That has been happening a lot, unfortunately. I don't know if it's the Phoenix Master curse or whatever it is, but yeah, I got some unfortunate luck lately when it comes to IVs. But I did get some solid IVs though in the summoning video, thankfully. But new versions of Reinhardt and Olwen. That is so weird. I guess because Reinhardt is so popular now, I could see why they did him. And Olwen, I guess they just threw in there because Reinhardt on his own didn't make any sense. A green mage Olwen though. Weird. How do I feel about Roy being a Falchion user now? He deserved to be. He should have been from day one. I don't know why his weapon was always missing that, but hopefully with that quick riposte effect and also that, he can be a little bit more viable. I don't know if that's going to actually completely fix him. We'll have to see what happens with the with the refinery, but I hope he can do something. I don't want him to be like bottom of the barrel. That's what I like about this game though, is for the most part you can usually fix or make just about any unit better and kind of bring them up. You know, I have a Selena that I put a lot of work and effort into. Gave her the Wodao, stuff like that. And, you know, on tier lists, they still rank her as fairly low. But she's quite good. I like her a lot. And she's really, really tanky. A lot of people on my friends list have been telling me that they enjoy it and have been using her and having her help them out in Voting Gauntlet. So she puts in work. It works. She might not be, you know, Ira or somebody, S+ tier out of the box or whatever, but she's good. Let's see. Yes. Jen is talking about getting 3 Spring Alphonses in a row. Yeah, very nice. I wish I got 3 Kageros in a row, I'll tell you that. Who am I the most hyped for in the 3-star pool revamp? I think, honestly, there's not really one that I'm looking for. You know what, actually, I didn't see if Roy was. He probably is. I think he is. I think I did say it when the video was going by really, really fast. I need more Triangle Adept fodder. And I pulled a Roy recently from the actual 4-star specialty banner or whatever that we had about a month ago at this point. And I pulled a Roy, so I was like, sick. I could finally give somebody Triangle Adept 3. I'll just sack this Roy. And then I checked the Roy's IVs because I had a feeling that it was probably a good IV. It was a really good IV. It was like either plus attack, minus res or something like that. It was whatever. It was a good IV. And I figured with the refinery most likely coming, it wasn't announced at that point, but I had hope that Roy would see something in the future. I don't think I could sack that Roy, so I'm kind of just dying for more Triangle Adept fodder. I've got a bunch of units that have Triangle Adept 2 that I just have not been able to give them Triangle Adept 3, so I'd like to do that. But I think, overall, I'm just really excited that when you pull a 3-star at this point, it might not always be bad, because, I don't know, I don't think you guys enjoy pulling 3s. I was just saying it in that summoning video that I did recently, where if we could just have good units in the 3-star pool too, it wouldn't matter. Who would mind spending 2k feathers upgrading like an FE from like 3 stars to 4 stars? You wouldn't mind. It's a good unit. Like, it's worth it. So I'm really stoked about that. I'm glad. And I hope that, when it comes to summoning for 5 stars, it's a lot better at this point. The new banner trailer is up. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of comments. I'm trying to go through them really quickly. Let's see. Is it? You know what? It's on, I bet you it's on a different... This happened last time, and I can't remember what I did. I think I had to go to Twitter. Unfortunately, it's not going to be on Nintendo, is it? No, of course not. They always get posted to the Nintendo mobile page, but for some reason it's not here yet. So give me 1 second. Go to this. You guys hyped for the Thracia banner? Oh, let me put on some music. Sorry about that. I gotta get this whole streamer thing down pat. That's better. Not too loud. Ryan is broken, actually broken. Where are you guys getting this? I gotta go find this. Why am I behind on this? One moment, guys. We'll look through it. Alright, here it is. Okay, let's not do that. Alright, well, I just played that music, and now we're gonna have to stop it, because we're about to watch this trailer. Okay. Let me go like this. Go back in here. Not Nintendo Mobile. Let's go. Is that going to work? Apparently not. Someone's asking, sorry, let me just answer this question really quickly because I saw it. Austin Feather, so what's the most efficient way to get a +10 merge? I always thought if you increase the rarity of a hero, their merge resets to 0. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not really explained well in the game, but if you merge a 3 or a 4-star, there's sort of no point, because if you ever want to upgrade them after that, you lose the merge, which is silly, but it kind of makes sense because they don't want everybody just instantly getting, you know, like a really high... Ooh, let's not do that. Sorry, I'm kind of doing too many things at once. You basically only want to merge 5 stars, which is unfortunate because it takes a lot of feathers and it's challenging to get up there, but there's just absolutely no point, unless you're going to go for like a 4-star +10, which is about as good as a 5-star +5. So if there's a character that you're not too thrilled about, but you have a million of them, you could honestly just like merge a really good one without very much investment at all, which is cool. This is not it. Let me... This thing got mad at me. Let me just add in a new one. Forget about it. Okay. Boop. Okay. Let's watch this really quickly here. It's through Twitter, unfortunately, so the video's not going to be the highest quality, but let's take a look at what we have here. Audio doesn't matter too much in this case. Alright, so for the Thracia units. Oh, and of course, this is the Japanese one, so we're not going to really know. We have to find the English one here somewhere. I know it's here. Here's Leaf's skills from the English one, which is a little bit spoilery because I wanted to watch the trailer, but let me see if anybody has shared the other one yet. There we go. Thank you, Fire Emblem Heroes News. Wonderful. All right. Prince of Leonster.
I will never again let someone sacrifice their life in exchange for mine.
Interesting VA. Alright, so Light Brand. Defense +3. If foe's defense is greater than their resistance, +5, and it deals an extra +7 damage. So actually no distant counter built into his weapon. Interesting. Not that every, Sword Lord should have distant counter built in, but the Light Brand of all things probably should, so it's kind of strange. But I guess you could just give him distant counter and he'll be even better, maybe. Blazing Light, of course. Steady Blow for the speed and defense. S-Drink. At the start of turn 1, restores 99 HP and grants special cooldown count -1. Ooh, that's interesting. So he gets an instant, basically infantry pulse at the beginning of the battle. And also for stuff like Tempest Trials, he's going to heal fully every single battle. That's super cool, actually. They're starting to delve into turn skills. Awesome. And drive attack too, which is good as well. His sprite looks good. Nordion Princess, Nana.
I've been praying for your safety.
She also looks, her sprite looks really good too. Absorb Plus, we've seen. Restore Plus is special, I think. Restores HP equals 50% of attack, of course, but neutralizes allies' penalties from skills like Panic, Threaten, etc., and negative status effects. So now that everybody's running around with stuff like Panic Ploy and, Res Ploy, Defense Ploy, all that kind of stuff, now we have healers that are going to sort of negate or fix that. Okay, I guess that gives them a little bit more of a niche. That's interesting. Heavenly Light is good. Speed and Res 2, and Drive Defense. Cool.
Please, let me heal you.
Righteous Knight.
No matter how grim the journey gets, I shall continue on my path.
Olwen. See what they gave you this time around. Thunderhead. Adds total bonuses on unit to damage dealt. Oh, is that a better Blade Tome? Is that really? Holy crap, really? With Swift Sparrow. Swift Sparrow, Renewal 3, and Green Tome experience. Wow. Wow. Did they just make the best green horse cavalier? I guess it depends on her stats, huh? I bet you her attack's gonna be pretty low. Double 26s on a Lance Cav.
In battle, a mage knight should be equipped with more than just magic.
The art looks great, though. Meister Schwert. Inflicts speed -5, unit attacks twice. So it's a brave sword. So Reinhardt, Mr. Brave Spell Tome, now gets a brave sword. Even if the foe initiates combat, though. So it's not just a player phase brave weapon. You know what? They have to be giving Finn the Brave Lance then. If they're going to give him a special brave sword, they have to. Okay, but Finn is not on the banner, so he's going to be a free Tempest Trial unit most likely. I think they might have said that, but they went by so fast I wasn't really sure. Wow, so even on enemy phase, he's going to get the double from his brave sword. Wow. Comes with Pavis or Pavis, however you want to pronounce that. Pavis. Deathblow 3 is probably going to be really, really good on him, of course. Vantage, as Reinhardt, I guess, always does. Spur attack and defense 2. Okay. Wow. If he's like an S+, I mean, he might be. If he's like an S+ and he's at the top of the charts for both of his incarnations, it's going to be ridiculous. Jeez. That is so weird seeing him with the sword. Wow. Yeah, here we go. Here's an accurate meme right now. Camus. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now I'm going to check chat again because it's been a little bit. What character would I want added to the game that isn't already there? Ishtar would be really cool. There was a lot of hype with her because a lot of people thought that she could be the next legendary hero. When they released that little image, that's, I think, it hasn't been revealed, has it? Unless it was female, unless it was Robin Grima, I guess. But I don't think it was, actually. It looks like another version of either Robin or Ishtar. But yeah, I would like that, honestly. Ishtar's pretty cool. How broken would the meta be if Brave Hector had a Brave Armads? Please, no. How about no? It actually is pronounced Camus. It's French. Yes, I said this earlier. I know that's probably the correct pronunciation, but in my heart, that's not the correct pronunciation. That's such a strange name. That is really weird. Like Anti said earlier, I'll probably just call him Zeke. Zeke or Sirius at this point. What else did I miss here? How you guys doing? I hope you're having a good night. The voting gauntlet is going to end soon. And as per usual, unfortunately, I have a crap ton of flags still left. Probably like 600 or something. It's really bad. Oh, did it end? Is it over? Yeah, it's over. Crap. Well. Secured the... Oh, I missed it, but secured the win. Kaguro has one. That's cool. But it's unfortunate, because I had about 600 more flags left. I could have gotten some more feathers. I'm really bad about that. Like, I always... In the days leading up to the finale, or even the first day of the final round, I always save my flags for when it's going to be, you know, times 7 points. Because it always happens. And yet, there's no point in saving it. Like, maybe save like 400 at best, so you can do the... you know, 200 flags twice or something like that, because at the most that's probably the only 2 times or so that you're going to even get a chance to do the times 7 points. So I really just can't be stingy about flags anymore because I keep ending up with extras. Somebody wants Sane. Sane is cool. Let's see. Kind of sad no Berkut refinement. I really wanted a nice weapon for him. No love for my son. Yeah. I mean, his lance is good. Unfortunately, a lot of people just sack him and give his lance to other people. He needs, yeah, he needs Crimehild. Absolutely. Goodbye, everyone. I've got to go to college. Have fun. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, sorry about the stream, guys. I meant to do it at least 15 minutes early. I was sitting here for about an hour before the stream, even more than that even, just trying to set things up. But unfortunately, like usually before I do these type of things, I'm always like, let's add something new, let's make it better. And then I usually end up messing with new stuff. And of course, last minute new stuff is just not smart because the clock ticks down and then it's time to go. And then my internet decided to die a couple minutes before this started. So yeah, that happened. Tharja is 3 stars, so you should 5-star plus 10 her. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking about it. I have an extra 5-star Tharja lying around still. And I was kind of waiting to see if I should give Rother Blade to Leo. But I had a feeling he would get the refinery upgrade. Even with the refinery upgrade, though, I'm a little sad to say he's not like... He's still not maybe A+ or S- or S tier in any degree. He still has trouble killing stuff, which is really unfortunate. But I might consider giving it to him. Who knows? We'll see. He just needs some speed. What else did I miss here? Yeah, it's a little weird that they gave Corel the new sword. Because I like the Wodow on him. That's what makes sense. But, I don't know. Whatever. I guess if he's better. If he's better, I'll take it. Which most likely seems like he will be. Roy is viable with breath skills now. Hopefully. I'd like to see Roy do something. Normal Roy. Instead of being delegated as garbage. My good friend Cameron had like 3 5-star Roys at one point, I think. And he was just... He wanted to throw him in the dumpster. Probably ended up sacking them for that Triangle Depth 3 or something. Somebody is asking if Sage has got a haircut. Are you talking about me? I got a haircut recently. It's a little short, but it'll grow back. Yep. Let me just check on the stats of things. How is the stream, guys? I hope it's good. I usually ask a whole bunch of questions and do better stuff, but unfortunately didn't have too much time because I was rushing last minute trying to make stuff work. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. I can't wait for them to make that announcement public. Actually, let me check right now if it's back up. Probably not yet. It is. Okay. Who's down for going through this again? I'm probably just gonna mute it and just read the text. But let's take a look at some of the things that we missed because it went by really, really fast. Let me just switch this window capture. Cancel. It keeps taking me to the wrong one. Oh, that's because it's got 2 now. Whoops. Right there. Boop. Alright. So, let me fix this a little bit. Capture 4. Make this a little bit smaller. We don't need the full chat here, huh? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Sorry about the that delay here. All right, let's just quickly go through this again and see what we missed. Just gonna put the volume like pretty quiet. Of course, we knew this was coming. He clearly has pretty decent speed because it's 27 times 2. He's doubling this axe. I mean, axe users aren't really hard to double for the most part, but... Oh, right there. Okay. Level 40 Leaf, if this is to be believed that it's his default stats, we're looking at 48 attack, 38 speed, 33 defense, 23 res. That's actually not bad. A little low on the res side, but he's a, physical sword infantry, so not really that out of the norm. 38 speed is quite good. He's pretty fast. And his attack is a little bit on the low side at 48. It's not really amazing. With some buffs, though, he'll probably be fine. 33 defense is good, and 40 HP is pretty, probably kind of average at this point. Cool. She's looking... Actually, she's pretty fast. She's got 36 HP, 34 attack, 36 speed, 21 defense, 28 resistance. Cool. I'm sure people are going to be slapping on some ridiculous staves on her, though. Probably Wrathful Staff, Dazzling Staff. Yeah, so he's Thunder Sword, and she's now Righteous Knight. Interesting. I mean, they look good. New sprites look really good. All right, version update info. All right, so we knew about these. Yep, they're going to get new refinery upgrades, of course, which, as we saw, is the Binding Blade that has the quicker post built in, and it's also good against dragons finally, so that's good, alongside an extra 3 HP for that base stat total increase. So hopefully that makes him a bit better. Quicker Post is decent on him. He's only got 31 speed by default. Lloyd gets Regal Blade. At the start of combat, if foe's HP is 100%, Lloyd gets attack and speed +3 during combat. And if he's within 2 spaces of an infantry magic ally, grants attack speed, defense, and res +3. So he's going to be a good pair-up for somebody who is a mage on your team, at the very least. I wonder why that is, lore-wise. Probably some Black Fang-related reason, maybe? Maybe because of Sonya? Or Ursula? Flame Siegmund doesn't really make a lot of sense on Ephraim, because Ephraim's all about the buffs, and Flame Siegmund is about being alone by yourself on the battlefield to get the buffs, to get your own buffs. It kind of takes his buff bot status and inverts it, I guess, but it's just kind of weird. Maybe if you're doing like a weird solo Ephraim build or something. Berserk Armads is good though for Hector. I'll definitely be doing that. Alright. We saw the Tempest Trial updates, which is going to be... I don't know why this is like a amazing thing or anything, but automatic recommendation on what difficulty to play, so it's going to let you know maybe based on your units or something. That's going to be really disappointing if people go in there and it selects them on a lower difficulty than they expected. That'd be pretty funny. Boost to all allies during the first 2 battles of the day, so hopefully those first 2 at least daily runs are going to be a lot easier and better to do now. Even just to come on and get your rewards and leave for the day and not just grind it. Stoked about that. Double EXP and SP during the first 2 battles of the day. That's sick. Wow, that makes it even much better. All bonus allies give a 40% score boost, of course. Wait, so all bonus allies. So maybe are they removing the 20% tier then? That would be really cool. Because the 20%ers are usually the ones that are the free units. So maybe they decided it was a little unfair to have like pretty much only the banner units give the 40%. That's really thoughtful if that's the case. We'll have to see. Stamina cost reduction is really cool. And event duration rewards are adjusted. Yep. So no longer 2 weeks, it's 10 days. What else did we miss? So this thing looks to be another special pack in the shop. Like they have the Black Knight pack, which for like $5, I think. So it looks like you're going to be able to get, if you buy orbs for $10, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be its own special pack or just an add-on if you buy any orbs at all. But it looks like you're going to get 6,000 feathers in April. So just really incentivizing people spending money, huh? I guess they can't help it. They got to keep it up. They got to keep up the hype and everything because the game's been just making boatloads of money. So yeah, Roy's going to be a 3-star. That's pretty cool. Except it means that there's going to be another cutscene character at 3 stars. Oh, God. Kane, that's good. So Wings of Mercy is now better. I know a lot of people who like still have never pulled Crom for some reason, so that might be good for them. Seth, unfortunately, Seth's not that good. Effie's good. Roderick has the, what's it called? Fire Sweep Lance, so that's good. Abel has Swordbreaker, so that's going to be really easy to get Swordbreaker moving forward. Let's see. Perry has Threat and Defense, so that's quite good. Claire has Hit and Run, also very, very good on a lot of flyer units. May has Desperation and the Owl Tome, the Blue Owl Tome. Yeah, this is just a lot of really good stuff here. Cordelia. Merrick, of course, I could see being a 3. Camilla being a 3, that's interesting. Faye, so get that renewal. That's quite good. George to be expected. Klein is going to be good because now you can grab a 3-star Klein, maybe upgrade him, and then give that quicker post or something to someone. That's going to be really, really nice. Kagero, Leon, Rebecca. New home screen banners. I really hope that that means backgrounds because that's one of the like minor things that I've complained about for the longest time in Heroes. I'm sick of the backgrounds. Like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but every like 2 weeks or so, I'll switch what background I have because it just gets boring to look at after a while. And I really would have wanted them to do like seasonal ones, like for Halloween. Imagine like a spooky castle for Halloween or something. I don't know, just cool little touches like that would be awesome. So I really hope that that's what that means, and we can actually just get some new home screens going on so it's not quite as boring anymore. Improvements to friends list, totally thrilled about that. Friend cap increased to 100. Absolutely. Give us more friend features, please. And hero merit cap increased to 5,000. I guess that was to be expected, right? What are we just like slowly and like approaching 10,000 or something? Interesting. Okay. And of course, beginning April 11th. So for those of you wondering when the next round of the Grand Hero Battle Revival battles are going to happen, it's going to be in tomorrow at this point, because it's already the 10th of April now. Leading up to Camus. So I am thrilled about that, because we're going to be able to do Camus Infernal and get some more copies of him, because I think he's the only one of my horse units on my main horse team that doesn't have a merge at this point. Actually, I guess I could merge him, but it's going to be easier from this point on. So yeah. So I haven't checked chat in a while. Let's take a look. Nana power creeps Priscilla? Probably. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They made the 5-star pool smaller. I believe so, because it looks like they're taking all of those characters that we just saw that were still in the 5-star pool, and they're being removed from the 5-star pool and just lowered to 3 and 4. So 3 gets a major upgrade. There's actually some solid units in 3 now at this point. So even if you go in and summon and get trash, you might not be as mad anymore. Yep, let's... Grand Hero Battle Sias. That's interesting. And I think he's a blue infantry mage, right? If I'm not mistaken. I got to see him on the map again. Yeah. With what looks to be a light tome. I don't know a lot about Sias. I never played Thracia, but that might be worth looking into. I just don't want to... I'm not going to go on the wiki right now and spoil like a crap ton of people that are watching the stream, but interesting. I like his art too. Very cool. So Grand Hero battles with 0 stamina. That's nice. That means that a lot of people who are testing like free-to-play builds and teams and stuff are going to have a blast, because I bet you they've blown through probably about all of their stamina potions trying that. I have definitely wasted a fair amount of stamina potions, like doing my Grand Hero battle runs, trying to figure that out. So that's cool. It's nice. It's kind of overly generous, if you ask me. I never anticipated them doing that. I figured that was one of the main things that stamina potions were to be used for. And of course, this strange new mode, Grand Conquest. I hope this is fun. But like I said, I'm not really a huge fan of rival domains so far. I don't know. I don't like it very much. It's kind of annoying. It's like you rush across the field and then they just teleport to their castles. And if you overextend it all, you get wrecked, because then they could just teleport to the edges of their castles and move. And it just, yeah, it's gotta be careful. It's definitely different. I'll give it that. But I don't know if that I like it just yet. Let's see. Didn't Lloyd have the magic sword in Fire Emblem 7? Maybe that's why. You mean the 11 sword? I don't remember what sword Lloyd had. Let's see. That map is the map where you fight Reinhardt? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Let me put the music back, actually. It's alright. Just try to do it a little bit quietly. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I'm just going to let this play in the background. Lloyd had a light brand in Cog of Destiny. Well, he didn't get the light brand this time either. Join the 300 plus potion and crest club. I have about 8 orbs or something right now. It's pretty bad. I've been summoning quite a bit. Is this really live? Looks like the cartoon TV screener. I think it's recorded. Hi, Black Wolf. This is live. The live stream was live about almost an hour ago at this point, but it's over. We watched it. It's done. Angel Fire says, looks cool, but I struggle with beating anything on Infernal difficulty. Yeah, honestly, there's some times when you jump in with your fully maxed out team, and because it's just not the right setup, or you just need, you know, something in particular to really get around certain obstacles on these maps, you'll lose, and you'll feel like, what's the deal here? Meanwhile, you see a lot of the, you know, like, good Fire Emblem Heroes YouTubers like Phoenix Master and them, and they'll do like some 4-star units. They're just throwing them in here. Sometimes they throw a Riss on their team and do it. And it's really funny. But it really just gives you the perspective of you need certain things, basically. You have to try to figure out what it is that you need to survive the map. Because in a lot of cases, there's usually a setup where someone has to tank a lot of stuff. You know, multiple units attacking them, usually different colored units. And either you have to get around that or play around that, or just have somebody that can take it. But it's hard. Yeah, you can't just like do quad horse team on Infernal and run in usually and expect to win easily. So I see you, Unseen Force. Imagine doing Vaulter with armored units. Vaulter has an annoying map. Yeah. Everyone's favorite character, Legion. Legion was the hardest Infernal map for me for so long. My God, I hated that map. Ugh. That map is, to this day, the reason why I keep a lot of Laszlos in my barracks, in case I ever need to give somebody Axebreaker 2 again. Absolutely. Because without it, like that map, I don't know how people did it without Axebreaker on a red sword. I like that Lloyd's was made for Nino. Yeah, I guess so. That could be. Quadding Reinhardt makes me want to die. Yeah, I hope he's not meta defining again for the second incarnation. Although I am really stoked though that in general, the Thracia characters are getting such love, at least in terms of Reinhardt. Because it's cool to see fans attached to like a character that pretty much nobody knew about before Heroes. I like that a lot. Hi Ryan, you've been noticed. I noticed you earlier. I just didn't say your name. Why didn't they tell us what Four Blazes Refine is? Didn't they? I think they did. Let's go back. Was it before this or after this? It was after this. She might have just said what it was. Let me see if she says it. Oh yeah, it's chill res. We don't know what the actual total upgrade is though yet. The after you upgrade it, what's the refine? Yeah, who knows? But cool. Let's put the music back. Thanks for tuning in, though, guys. It's been fun. Let's see. Best Fate channel update? Yeah, honestly, they fired on like most cylinders. I think it would have been nice to get maybe some more orb rewards or something, but maybe with all the new modes coming out, they're hoping that we'll just get the orbs from there. We'll see. They have uploaded a video about the Thracia characters. Yes, we ran through them. We know the refines. Oh my god, I'm behind because people are already data mining and the game has an update. Let's see what they are actually. Let's go to... You know what? Twitter's probably the best bet for this, right? Twitter or Reddit. All right, hold on one second, guys. This Camus thing is already... There's already memes everywhere. Twitter. Twitter is just full of... All right, we're going to look at this actually quickly. I'll find the data mine stuff, but for the time being, while I'm just scrolling around, let's switch this up. Go to Twitter. Look at these memes, guys. Look at this. Here's one. I've had enough of this dude. Reinhardt getting mad. There's your typical Lynn fanfare. Courtesy of what? Zerk? I think it's Zerk. Anyway, yeah, look at Camus is the best Fire Emblem character. Very nice. Beautiful. All right. Let me open up a new window and find the Reddit and figure out what's going on here with these guys. Data mine stats. Next time, we're going to do a bingo card. I keep seeing people posting them, and I kind of think that's cool. So next time around, we'll do a bingo card. Let's see, where's the data mine? 46 heroes are having their rarities reduced. Very nice. There you go. They're already posting on the Reddit. RIP pity breakers. Cool. Hold on one second, guys. Let me just find the data mine. Ooh. What? Alright, so let me just show you this really quickly. So you know how we just got our first colorless dragon? Well, apparently we're going to be getting colored bows. Look at that. That's weird. Colored bows. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Wow. Oops, sorry about that. Trying to find my chat window. How does one data mine? Well, as soon as they release the update to the games, people then go and take a look in the actual source like data on their phone and all the files, and pretty much scroll through and pick it apart until they find anything new that was added. How much longer until beast units are added? Yeah, please. I was kind of hoping we would see it tonight, because I think they're probably going to wait till a huge, like, major game update. But maybe they're waiting for another game update before that comes out. Oh, it's already in the game. Just update your app. I guess I could do that. I don't have, actually, okay, I have a 5-star Lilina. Colorless magic when? Colorless swords? That begins to get ridiculous. Alright, when I'm done downloading this, I'll take a look. But if I could find a list, that would be better. So let me try to do that. We sick of this track? Probably. Yeah, sorry guys, that was the extended version, so it kind of just went on forever. Castle theme. Come on, where's the refinery list? Not seeing anybody who posted it just yet. Ah, Lilina's refinery gives her death blow 3. Okay. Let me show you guys that so you can see it. Cool. So actually you can have double death blow on her. That might be, ooh. That could be really good, actually. Check the update for the ability to disable enemy phase music. Am disappointed. Yeah, where is that? I just noticed that too with the, or I'm really feeling it recently because the amazing classic music on the new training maps, I love it so much. I finally heard a part of it that I hadn't heard before because I actually left the game running without doing anything, because you only hear the first 30 seconds of any track because then it just becomes enemy phase music. It's awful. I do not like it at all. Yeah, let's figure out what Nameless Blade does. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I guess I'll look. I can look, because I have a good Corel. It'd be cool if you could just see them, even if you didn't have the 5-star. Yeah, downloading the update. New pattern in the castle? Ah, it looks like units moved a little bit in the castle. Everything's changing. Here, I'll show you guys this. Not that. So the castle layout itself is still the same, at least for the time being right now. But it looks like the unit placement is a little bit different. And it does seem that way, because this is weird. Usually they're down here. Wonder if they're going to be adding more spots or anything. Huh. Alright, I'm in, so let's take a look at what Corel's upgrade does. Actually, I have to buy his new weapon, don't I? Come on. He doesn't have enough SP. I need that 400. Alright, let's I'll just have to find somebody who posted it still. New sacred seals available to be forged. Let's look at that. Wow, they're just throwing everything. No. What is that from? I don't see any. Oh, I guess if you don't have fortress res or armored boots, you can now craft them. Cool. I have both of those, so I don't see anything, but if that helps people get them, then really good. Oh, Nameless Blade. I found it. All right. So this is Nameless Blade on Fur or Fear. Plus 10 damage when special triggers. Plus, oh my god, it's a Wodao plus a Slang Edge. Oh my god, that's sick. All right, I'm stoked about that. That's really cool. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't realize I was off the screen in a really awkward manner. Let me fix that. Whoops, there we go. Cool. Yeah, it is the same. It's the same as the How to Clear one, but seeing it on a physical red sword, that's pretty cool. Mist wasn't demoted. Yeah, it looks like Mist is still going to be an exclusive 5-star only. Wow. Elemental Fox Studios, welcome. A little bit late, but we watched the trailer. A lot of hype stuff coming to Heroes. Mist just pretty broke me. Oh my god, R.I.P. Adam. Sorry, bro. Mist, Leon, and Brave Lyn. Alright, well, Brave Lyn. Brave Lyn is Brave Lyn, at least. Even if you don't want Brave Lyn, you can still give that Swift Sparrow to somebody. That's pretty good. This track, I heard no music. Can you not hear the music? I put it low, but you should still hear it. Let's see. F in the chat for Adam. Alright. Why not? F in the chat for Adam. Sorry, Adam. Is Lilina 5-star worthy now? That remains to be seen, I guess, but double death blow is probably nothing to scoff at. That's pretty cool. That's an instant plus 12 on player phase, plus 12 attack. And she's already got good attack to begin with, so her attack's going to be up there. Oh my god, beast units could be added soon because now there's 4 of each color, but only 3 colorless. Yeah, could be. Look at all the Fs. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to stick with this one for a bit. Alright, I'll probably wrap up here in about 10 or so minutes, but I'll answer a few questions and stick around a little bit longer. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you are having a fun time. It's a pretty hype time for Fire Emblem Heroes. That was a good FEH channel live stream. To be honest, the what was the 1-year anniversary one was not even remotely this level of hype. It was not that good compared to this. This was like everything that people sort of wanted and asked for, we're finally starting to get now. So clearly they listened to the poll that they put out a long time ago. That's good. And maybe it just took them this long to develop everything and get it going. So that's pretty hype. I'm happy with that. Thoughts on Roy's refinery? You think he'll be more useful? I don't know. He doesn't look busted. He looks better, which I'm happy about, but I don't think, like, he's not going to be S+ up there with Ira. I don't think so. Do I think they're saving beast units for a special event in the future? It's possible. I do think that they'll probably wait until like a major app update or something. It might be, even one of the main subjects in a future FEH channel live stream, to be honest, because it'll probably be a banner, but also an app update that allows them to be in the game, because I feel like it wouldn't just happen from a normal banner. I could be wrong, who knows? But I think that they're probably waiting for like a really big update for that, not just like a random banner drop to introduce that entire new unit class. So yeah, the good thing about the new Roy though is you can have quicker post in his weapon, which frees up your B slot for some other shenanigans, so that's good. Niles, you missed it? Yeah, that's okay. You can find the link if you type in Nintendo Mobile on YouTube. You can look at the live stream. They made it public, so that's cool. Otherwise, you might be able to go back to the beginning of this stream and check it out. Hey, Rod, I can't speak tonight, sorry. Robert Admire, $1.99. Ryan is the big gay. I'm just hoping that he's not the best new Red Sword at this point. Red Sword Cavaliers have had kind of an interesting little history in the past while because they were kind of so-so. We had Eldigan, who was good, who's even better now after Refinery, but he was like solid. And then we had Xander, who was obviously very good. But then for a while, we didn't really have too much. Then we finally got stuff like Brave Roy, who had the sort of Gale Force kind of just kill everything build going, which is cool. So then he was kind of one of the best for a while there, at least arguably so. A glass cannon for sure, but if you put him on the right team, if you played with him correctly, definitely a good unit to use. So I liked that. Then we got Siegbert, who even sort of power creeped Brave Roy. Then we got, or was it Sigurd first? But regardless, Sigurd and Siegbert. Sigurd is now the tanky one, who's still quite good too. And on top of that, now we have even more. There's just so many of them. And now Reinhardt with the Brave Sword, with a better Brave Sword, an enemy phase Brave Sword. Disencounter Ryan will, oh god, you're right. Disencounter Ryan will wreck us, God save us all. Maybe he's got like no resistance. I'm kind of hopeful. I hope he's not that good. I really do. Ryan's stats are, okay, I don't know if this is truly correct, but I will say, based on this comment that someone just posted, Ryan's stats are 40 HP, 35 attack, 23 speed, 31 defense, 28 resistance. 28 resistance is still pretty good. With a ward cavalry or fortified cavalry, that's still mid-30s in terms of his res. That's pretty good. With this encounter, he might be pretty good with this encounter. Thankfully, there's a lot of stuff that does kill horses, like Rajat, Micaiah. But yeah, that's not cool. Gay with small hands. Yeah, disencounter vantage. Ew. Disencounter vantage, brave sword, Reinhardt. Yuck. That's gross. That's really gross. Yes, Splat, we did show the colorless bows. I don't have it open anymore, but that's, or not colorless bows when I'm saying colored bows. That's quite interesting. I don't know how that's going to work, but clearly they must be gearing up for a big Archer release. I'm trying to think of like who it could be with elements in the bows. Maybe it's just random. Who knows? Yeah, Ryan doesn't need speed. I'm actually kind of surprised he had so many points in speed still. Yeah. Magic is everything except when you use a sword. How much you want to bet they're going to give him like a Mimi sword line or something then, instead of magic is everything? Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of archers that we could definitely still get, of course, but I'm just wondering, like, if there's going to be a rhyme or reason to who gets what element, and, like, what the purpose of it is. Because Robin being a colorless dragon, that's kind of random. I mean, that could have been, she could have been anything, I guess, really. So maybe it's just going to be archers that we get from this point on could be any color. That might actually make them a lot better, though. That could be interesting. Swords are everything. Put Swordbreaker on Refined Roy and give him Steady Breath. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'd have to see it in action, but with the built-in quick riposte, not too shabby. Neo Genesis, I'm still waiting for them to let us see unit IVs. It's not too hard to calculate, honestly. It is fun at times to go through all your new units and figure out who's got what going on, but yeah, clearly the code is there because a lot of the units, like in the New Year's banner and stuff, and even the Christmas banner with the armored units, which I think is the case because those were probably made in the very early days of the game and then they just never got fixed or updated. Yeah, some of their stats are green depending on what stat is their boon. So the code is there. Like, it's something that they could probably pretty easily do. It's just a question of whether or not they want us to see the boon and the bane, I guess. Maybe not yet. Maybe a future app update. I mean, they got to save, like, some stuff for the future. I could see that. Because if they just put everything in now, they'd probably run out of ideas pretty quickly. But, yeah. What's the best way to farm weapon refining stones? Unfortunately, as of the time right now, it's pretty much just do the events every week. Do whatever is out, whether it's Tempest Trials, Voting Gauntlet, or whatever. That's sort of the best way. There's not really... Can you get... I actually can't remember if some of the new paralogs or things will give that. I'm not sure. But for the most part, no. It's limited to just the daily or weekly or monthly events or whatever. Which is the sad part because I'm stuck on, like... I have an extra, like, 3 sacred coins. So it's like, where am I going to get the other, like, 7 or whatever to help me out and get me back up to, like, an even, like, solid usable number? I keep ending up on, like, 43 out of 50 or something like that. It's really sad. It'd be nice to get just, like, a daily, like, handful, like 5 even. As silly as that is, like 5. Something. Do I summon for Olwen or save orbs? That banner isn't out yet, is it? Is it? No, it's no. course not. No, Thracia is coming out later. I don't know. For me personally, I want more of the Hair's the Fair units. I need to fix my Catria's IV. I gave her a Blade Tome, but she's minus attack, so I would like to give her not only a merge, but, you know, not have a minus attack IV, so there's that. I have 250 sacred coins. What should I spend them on? Super something 64. If you haven't yet, Distant Defense Seal, absolutely a necessity, especially for stuff like Grand Hero Battles, some of the Infernal difficulty stuff. That's like main priority if you haven't yet. Aside from that, let me think. Quick Riposte is a good one to have to just throw on somebody. That way you can free up their B slot. It's hard for me to think because I feel like I upgraded most of the major ones already. Let me look at my seals really quickly. Heavy Blade. Heavy Blade is a big one for the cooldown counter. Subtraction. Let me lower this a little bit. Yeah, Heavy Blade is good. Let's see what else we got here. Savage Blow, if you want to go with more of a ninja build or maybe even a Mimi build on some characters like the new Takumi, Savage Blow is something that you probably want. You can go double Savage Blow, give them Savage Blow in the C slot, give them Savage Blow Seal. So you got that explosion of, you know, an extra, at that point, 14 damage. That could be fun. But that's not like a major necessity. It just depends on what you're trying to build. Let's see, what else do I have like maxed already? The ploy skills are good. Res ploy, defense ploy. Panic ploy, of course, is really, really good. I mean, that stuff just absolutely basically nerfs Horse Emblem and stuff that relies on, you know, hones and fortifies. So anything that has a visual stat buff, hones, fortifies, that kind of stuff, instantly gets like reverse nuked, basically, which is good. It's really, really good. Personally, though, I don't really like... I'm not a huge fan of goads and wards and doing the whole goad ward team thing. For the non-visual buffs that can't get reversed. But it definitely gave a better reason at this point to have either or, so. Close defense, I mean, the thing is about close defense, though, is it's pretty situational. Like, a lot of the units that could use close defense on them come with it, like Christmas Tharja. So I haven't really found a need, personally, to put close defense on anyone. I guess it's good. Good night, Juan. Thanks for tuning in. Goad stacking is nice for flying because you can position really easily. Yes, absolutely. But I find a lot of the time with Horse Emblem that it's just they have to be so close together. Oftentimes I'm doing like a weird reshuffling where somebody is basically jumping out forward to attack, and then yeah, maybe the next character is next to them after that. But the hone is just so much more effective. I found it's just also, you know, it could be the bane of your team if they're running Panic Ploy or something. So. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you said close defense, and I meant close counter. Yes, close defense is good on certain units. But then again, at the end of the day, most of the really nasty stuff that you find in the game are mages, so distant defense I would definitely recommend as the #1 pick. Distant counter seal sounds scary. I hope, you know, we'll probably end up there eventually. So many times fans have freaked out about, oh my god, the game's going to be broken now with this seal or with this change or this upgrade or whatever. I still remember back in the very beginning when they finally introduced skill inheritance, so you can put, you know, most skills on anybody. People thought the game was over, like going to be completely busted and broken and messed up at that point because of what you could make. The game went on, and it was fine. In fact, it was really awesome, really fun. So I'm not going to be nervous about the game breaking to any degree because I think that they know what they're doing. They've done a good job so far. But yeah, distant counter seal, that's gross. I don't really want that. No thanks. I know the awkwardness of buff teams. Yeah. Trust me, I've been ployed enough times. Yeah, people did think, yeah. So Line Perfect says, people thought they would be dancing Hectors. Yeah. Of course, thankfully they knew to limit and, you know, make it so that certain skills are not inheritable, thankfully. I have seen a lot of people, though, in the past, I want to say like month or two, complaining about armor units with all the love that armor units are getting. You know, talking about how basically tier 20 is mostly filled with huge, big, beefy armor emblem squads with, like, you know, what is it, Bolt Fighter, those type of skills. And I can see that, but honestly, I feel like that one movement on armors was just so bad. So to see that they fixed it a little bit to where you can still play around it, you can still ruin it for that unit so they can't move after that, basically. I do like that. But yeah, they really... The Christmas banner with all the armors, that was a turning point for Armor Emblem, absolutely. And some people think that they went too far with some of those skills like Brazen and Bold Fighter and stuff, so I don't know. People already give Ira distant counter, honestly. The thing about Ira, though, is that her res is kind of average. So any blue mage like Lind or whoever you've got going on could probably just nuke her. Ira has never been a real threat to me at all, even though she's S+. She's just not. That's why you gotta take the tier list with a grain of salt. Because, I mean, yeah, the units at the top, they're good units, but it doesn't mean that they're like actually S++, like the best in the game. Or unbeatable or anything like that, so... Mithril Zenith says, I wouldn't complain about armor teams except for the way that points work. It's the only way to score above 700 average without crazy merges. Yeah, they need an arena points revamp again for the second time. They should make it more worthwhile to use units that even have lower base stat total. I don't see a reason why you shouldn't. So, yeah, I agree with you. Can someone tell me who to put on my main team? Ike, Vanguard, Ike, or Ira? Depends on the team. Ike at least is at least pretty overall solid. Vanguard Ike, I feel like you probably want to switch off the warding breath. It doesn't really do that much for him, unfortunately. It depends on what your builds are for those characters, I'll say, and what team you're trying to make him work with. But yeah, overall in Arena, the base stat total is too much. It's too big of a deal. I've even found myself recently thinking, like, okay, who do I want to give a merge to next? Just for those couple of extra base stat total points, which shouldn't matter. It doesn't really even matter. 2 points. Nice. You spent 20k feathers for 2 points and a blue glowy background. Good job. But it really means, like, everything right now in Arena. So it's unfortunate. It's absolutely unfortunate. All right. I'm going to answer like 1 or 2 more questions, and then we will call it a night. Thank you for tuning in, all of you guys so far. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good time. A lot of good stuff coming to Heroes. I'm excited. Really, really cool. That's the thing. Like, I wish that I could make Heroes videos more often. The problem is that there's new news for Heroes like every single week. So unless I only like solely focused on Heroes or just like churned out videos or something, just like recorded, like screen recorded and talked over it, I don't even know. I don't know. It's just not really my style. I like to edit things a little bit, put some more time into it to make it prettier and stuff, you know. And the updates just come out too fast for Heroes. So I try to keep up with it. I keep up with it personally. It's just difficult to do videos every single week on every little tiny new minutia that comes out for Heroes all the time. So definitely stay tuned, though. I will be doing some more Hero stuff in the future. I meant to do another Heroes video that I was kind of hoping it would come out this week, but I got a little delayed and sidetracked. The new job is quite intense as far as killing my free time, so yeah. Have I played the Awakening DLC in Warriors? Not yet. I finally just beat the story mode of Warriors because I had it for the longest time and I just have not been able to play it because even in a lot of my free time I still wasn't playing anything. There's still a lot more I have to do with Echoes too at this point. But I think what I would like to do for Echoes at least is when May comes around, it'll be the first like 1 year anniversary of Echoes. So I'm going to try to make some more Echoes content for that because I think that would be really cool. And Echoes is really what helped my channel to blow up last year. So I have a deep connection with Echoes that Echoes is amazing. So I'll definitely be doing more of that content. And there's more videos that I promised for Echoes that I didn't do yet. So I haven't forgotten. But yeah, so I will probably end up buying the DLC packs for Warriors. I don't know yet. I want to play more of it first. I have to do like the history mode maps and stuff, and I didn't really delve too much into that at this point, but I will. I'll say one more thing. Let's see, any other questions? Angel Fire. So I kind of just picked my favorite characters and buffed the hell out of them, but what do you recommend? If you don't have an all-Cavalier team, as generic as it is to say, that's going to really help you probably beat a lot of the, maybe not the highest tier difficult stuff, but it's pretty rare when my Horse Emblem team isn't able to beat most things. So that's pretty useful. Who I have on my horse team right now, at some point I would like to be able to show you guys. I don't have the emulator up and running just yet. There's some issues with that because there's new app updates and stuff that break things, but yeah. So anyway, at some point I'll show you, but for the time being, I have Reinhardt on my horse team. I have Cecilia with a Blade Tome. I have Camus, and I have Eldigan. And I have Eldigan because I managed to pull 2 Eldigans during the original Ike banner, as weird as that is. So I have the merge on Eldigan, which is nice. I've also given him the weapon refinery upgrade, so for a while he actually had the double fury, which is kind of memey, but I also kind of liked it because his raw offense was just so good. He just, you know, dies really quick, but yeah, so Horse Emblem is a good place to start off if you haven't really invested in anyone just yet. But aside from that, it's always good to start with like a nice team core. If you have somebody like, let's say, a Nino or a Tharja or somebody like that, building around that character, maybe just start off with like whoever your favorite character is and try to find units that will complement them, not only in terms of like other colors, but also in terms of what they do. So a lot of people for a long time advocated the team cores, like basically doing like Erica and Nino. So Erica is a buff unit, kind of like Ephraim, and so in which case, you know, if you were to pick another one, if you were going to go with Tharja and Ephraim would be kind of similar, a similar example to this. So you find basically like sort of a buff bot unit that's going to give them those extra stats, but is also an opposite color, so they can help you cover that weakness, that weak spot in the team, and then you can kind of keep fleshing it out. So in that case, at least for the Tharja team, if we had Tharja, if we had Ephraim, and then somebody like Performing Arts Azura, who's a green axe, there you go. You got your whole weapon triangle covered, at least right there, and a lot of good buffs there too. Especially Performing Arts Azura has such good buffs. Oh my god, she's so good. Unfortunately, not a lot of people have her, so maybe she'll be out in the next legendary banner for you guys to try to get again. But yeah. Anyway, it's just good to start off with like a team core and build upon it and try to do things. I have an interesting Chrom build where on my Kagero team, it's Kagero, Azura, and Chrom are sort of that main core for that team. And obviously, Kagero is my like summoner supported unit, so she has the extra stats, but I also just like using her as an assassin to kill infantry. So aside from that, a dancer with her, obviously quite good. I can, you know, have Kagero attack, dance, get her out of there. And with Chrom, I ended up giving Chrom infantry pulse. So Kagero gets the extra, because Chrom has high HP, infantry pulse procs at the beginning of the battle, which gives Kagero a -1 to her special cooldown. So she does her special a lot faster, which is good. And then he also has the heals because it's also the healer Chrom build and so on. So it just kind of all sort of begins to mesh together and you come up with an interesting little team. The 4th slot on that team is a little bit more variable. Most of the time I probably go with like a Spring Camilla for like a nice green book, but it's not really, that's a mix and match one because I have like flying units and stuff in there. It's not all infantry or anything to any degree. The good thing about things now though is there's a lot of tactic skills, and tactic skills are basically for people who want to have a mixed team. If you want to have 2 horses and 2 infantry or something like that, tactic skills is the way to go. because they only work on teams like that. So, and they're good buffs too. And there's now a is it defense tactic seal? I think it's defense tactic. Ethan Camo, how do you pronounce Marth's wife/fiance? I've taken a liking to Shida. Yeah, Shida is like the standard pronunciation. It's the Japanese pronunciation. In Warriors, though, I did notice that they went with the whole Caesar pronunciation, Sida. I don't really like that. It's kind of weird. I get it. But I think she'll always be Shida to me for some reason. So. Mithril Zenith says, Horse Emblem did a lot for me throughout the game, but recently I've moved towards building around Arvis. I'm following into another rut, though, and need to mix it up again. Yeah, after a while, you kind of get bored. I've noticed that myself. Every now and again, I try to start a new project for myself. I haven't plus 10'd anybody, not any 5 stars at least. I would like to do that, but I do fear that if I spend like months spending all my feathers into one unit like that, I mean, it'd be cool, but I think I'll get bored after a while and probably play less, because feathers to me are almost that thing that keeps me coming back, because I'm always excited, like, okay, who's this 20k feathers going to? Who am I upgrading next? Who's getting this? You know, helping out all of their builds and stuff. So, hey, I see Strategist Master. What's going on? Yeah, 3 and 4 star pool. Thank God. Finally. Finally. But yeah, so I completely lost track of what I was saying, but yeah, I like building new teams when I get bored, for sure, and new units too. I built a Felicia recently. She's not done. She needs the new weapon upgrade, obviously, but that's pretty expensive, and I decided to go with somebody else for my most recent batch of Divine Dew. But yeah, eventually we'll get there. But yeah, it's just fun every now and again to 5-star a unit that you've never had as a 5-star. There's a weird kind of novelty to it when you see a lot of other people having a certain 5-star. You're kind of like, hey, what am I missing out on? And it, you know, sometimes it's a cool character you like. I like that Felicia has her weird little throwing animation where she's like kind of tripping when she does it. So sometimes there's cool reasons to do it. And she's also better now too. So there's that. Mem Man, probably Meme Man. I have never gotten a Fae, even though I've been playing since the start of the game. On almost all seasonal banners I've summoned primarily on green. RNG is weird. Yeah, I've noticed that like some people will get a lot of certain characters and none of the other characters. I get just about no Roys. I've only ever had probably, I want to say like 4 or 5 Roys in total. I just don't get them. I get Hannahs. I get Hannahs all the time. Yeah. And I've noticed that other people have, the RNG is a little bit different to them, and they end up with, like, even just scrolling through other people's barracks, you'll see that they have like 6 or 7 of one unit, and you're kind of like, wow, I never get that many of that character. I think Cameron had like 10 Fays, the Dragon Fae. I don't have that many. I have like 2. It's weird. Angel Fire. Lordy, I still have a hell of a lot to learn about this game. That's cool, though. It's fun. It's fun to learn. Once you get to the end and there's not much more to learn, that's where it's kind of less interesting. But, I mean, there's always like more to go. I'm definitely not the greatest Fire Emblem Heroes player known to man, but I still have fun with it, so there's that. But it is also cool because at this point, I mean, I've spent money on the game, but at this point, even for a free-to-play player, you probably have, or, you know, if you've been playing since launch, you probably have a decent, like, batch of 5 stars that you can just kind of throw at anything, and hopefully you've gone back and built out some of the 5 stars that maybe you got but you didn't really want, because in certain modes, you know, they're going to come in handy to fix certain problems. So yeah, it's fun. The next thing that I'd like to do is I'm going to be making a New Year's Camilla build, because I managed to pull a New Year's Camilla that had, I think it's plus attack minus res. So a really, really good IV on her. And I have a Soleil with a bad IV. That's a 5-star for the Fire Sweep. And so I think I'm going to go all in and just go with a Fire Sweep New Year Camilla build. Give her Heavy Blade, probably Quicken Pulse Seal, Sword Breaker. It's going to be gross. It's going to be dirty. But yeah, I'd like a merge on her, to be honest. I've become obsessed with merging too. I don't know why. It's like once you start getting that blue glow on some units, then all of a sudden it becomes weird to not see the blue glow, and you're kind of like, these units aren't good anymore, even though they're fine, but they just don't have the merge. You start wanting to merge everything. So it's kind of a bad habit, honestly. But yeah, if I see New Year Camilla in an upcoming Legendary Hero banner, I'm going to pull for her, because I would like another one. At least for that merge. And flyers tend to have lower base stat totals, so she could use it. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It is getting late, and I do have to work in the morning. Unfortunately, I'm going to be attempting to record some stuff this week. I meant to last week, but things got super crazy, and I didn't really. But this week, I kind of have to. So there's one video that will be coming out, you'll see. But as far as like Heroes content, I have 2 videos that I would really like to do, hopefully sooner than later, because I'm kind of like waiting to do something in the game until I make that video. So personally, I'm excited to do that when I finally get around to it. So stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys had a good night and a good time. If you missed the beginning of the stream, if you missed the live stream in general, you can go to the Nintendo Mobile channel on YouTube. Just type in Nintendo Mobile in the search, and they have it uploaded already if you can't go back to the beginning of this stream, but hopefully you still can. I think after a while it stops you, but I don't think it's been long enough yet to where you can't go back in the beginning part. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you had a good night, and I will see you guys pretty soon, hopefully. Good night, everybody.